Hi all, this is Shift in Life. Welcome back to F1 Fictional 2024 edition for the first race of the year. We qualified in 15th place for the Andretti team. We've got 29 laps ahead of us, so let's get started. Let's set the fuel levels here. We're gonna go maybe up to 90 liters. We'll have one stop around lap between 12 and 15, I would expect, and we'll go on the hard tires as well. Go. First race of the year. Pretty poor start for us. Not the worst, but definitely not great. Let's try and look after the tires for this first lap. No heroics, just try and survive. All the cars are heavy with fuel, and that makes it a bit harder to get those corners right. Some cars a bit slow here, risking it on the outside. No luck, and actually we get overtaken by a Williams, and it's got to be said, slightly hit as well, but not sure who's at fault here. Maybe it's a simple race incident. Bit of a hectic start, it's got to be said. We're down 2 places at the moment. Whoa, that was really close. I really thought that I was gonna go flying over that car here. This is really fortunate that we did not collide with them. To take the house, but he gains the position back straight away. Let's just be sensible here. All the cars are quite bunched up together for this first lap. Let's just try and get a fairly decent exit. So we've got a group of 3 cars ahead, 2 cars behind, and we're somewhere in the middle. Pretty intense start of the race here. Gotta be clever about where I'm trying to pass, because otherwise I will lose time, and exactly this will happen. Oh, this is terrible for us. Let's try and get out of the way. That's it, everybody's gone through. Fortunately we have no damage, which is the main thing I'll take from this, but we've lost all our chances for this race. We'll still try and keep on fighting. As we were saying, everybody is bunched up together for this first lap, but this is terrible for us. This is not the start we wanted. I think we deserve better, but this is how races go sometimes. Perhaps we were not confident enough. Our teammate is just ahead. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of radio communications in this game, so it gets a bit lonely at times. It can be hard to know where you are compared to the rest of the pack. So you have to rely on the intermediate times and try and figure out what's going on. So we're just 5 seconds away from our teammate. Let's try and get back with him. Can only hope for an incident up ahead that would maybe slow the other cars down. We've gained a bit of time on our teammate, so far so good. Let's just put our head down and try and claw back some of that time that we lost with the incident earlier on. Well, I think there was a green looking car on fire on the side here. I don't know who that was. Potentially an Audi. Could be an Aston Martin though, thinking about it. Forgot to look how far ahead our teammate was. Pretty sure I've seen a car just now, so we must be getting closer. Yeah, 2 seconds away now. There won't be any team orders so early in the season, but obviously we did qualify a bit better than our teammates, so hopefully the team will allow for us to get by without much drama. It's 1 second away now. Obviously no DRS or fancy energy recovery systems in this series. This is good old-fashioned racing, and this is how we love it. Oh, it's not gonna help me to get past. Come on now. Let's not lose all of the progress we've made. We also might be on a different strategy to us, maybe more fuel on board. Maybe he's also looking at it after his tires a bit more than we are. I'm quite pushing here to try and gain some time back. That was close. Late move. I suppose he has no reason to let me through, and probably trying to show the team that he would be a worthy #1 driver. No harm done. We seem to be catching up with someone else as well, which might spice things up a bit. Just need to watch out upon braking, as he seems to be braking slightly earlier than I am. Different driving styles here, different strategies. Let's try and be clever. Not being able to exit that corner in the best possible way, lost a bit of time. This is one of my trouble corners. Took those corners pretty well for once. This will put me in a good position. But I sort of lost it here. And my teammate is getting closer to the car ahead as well. And he passed him. This is pretty good. He went past an Audi here. This is good for the Andretti team. On the edge there, just need to watch out. Can't afford to lose it again. So we have Zhou Guan Yu just ahead. Not quite able to make that move stick. So we're definitely getting close. Joe still hasn't given up on his position. The position is lost to Brad, and he's definitely trying to put some pressure on him. You have to be patient. Checking my mirrors and losing a bunch of time here on a silly mistake, which will affect a series of corners, unfortunately. Hopefully I can get back to them. Sometimes all that you need is a bit of clean air to reset and get back into the action. Just find your rhythm. It's a bit difficult to just always have to adapt to the drivers ahead and change your braking points, take different lines, and it can disrupt your whole rhythm. Wonder if Zhou went actually ahead of our teammate. Yes, he's gone back ahead. What a battle. This is for last place pretty much, as I believe we've had one retirement so far. Another close call here. I'm not doing my tires any favors. Not really able to get close enough to overtake. Another yellow flag here. Might be some trouble up ahead. Theory, I'm not supposed to overtake, so I'll just stay tucked in. Don't want to risk a black flag. And we're back to green now, so it's a shame. I was really close. This is probably the closest I've been in a while. Still in 21st position, just clipping the grass a bit. And our teammate has gone past. He's back ahead of Joe. This is our chance. Oh, Joe is braking late, but we're able to match him. He's got the inside on the next corner though, and almost forces us wide. I just could have slowed down more, but then would have lost a bunch of time, so decided to go wide instead. Another yellow up ahead, so that will limit our ability to overtake. Oh, touched the wall here, no damage done. Back to green. And Brad lost this position once again. There's nothing between those two. I'm kind of stuck behind. Okay, one done, one to go. Can I get him here as well? I know he's kind of late braking. Oh, and I went too deep. And as you can see on the damage indicator, all brakes are now yellow. Maybe I have been a bit too harsh with them. We are probably not far off having to change tires. We need to keep an eye on those tires. As soon as they turn yellow on the indicator, we will not be able to push at all. What's going on here? Probably some sort of issue for Joe, and hopefully Brad did not run into him, and hopefully that doesn't mean that he's retiring either. That would be very disappointing for the Andretti team. Now the yellow flag is up. Wonder if it is because of that incident. No, these two are still racing. Yeah, still racing and catching up with us. With Joe back on track here. Maybe he just went off a bit. Hard to tell. Unfortunately, the replay doesn't allow you to change cars either, so even though you can see the whole race, which is really cool, you're not able to change cars, so we probably will never know what happened to Joe and Brad here. But we're catching up to K-Mag, who went down the order. I think he qualified higher than this. So in theory we could go for another 3 odd laps before having to pit. I don't think we could make it past the 15th lap. Might actually have to pit around 14, lap number 14. I think K-Mag is just racing his own race here. Obviously he's not the easiest guy to pass, whatever the circumstances. So let's see if we can outbrake him in this long straight. He seems to have a bit more top speed than we do. Let's not take any risks. Don't know who that is behind us. Ah, we must have had some pit stops, that's why we're now 14th. I didn't pay attention to that, I was just too engrossed in the race with K-Mag here. So people have started pitting. And now we are sort of racing cars that are probably much stronger than us. Like, I don't know if behind it could be a Mercedes or maybe an Alpine, I'm not quite sure. Can't really tell from here at this point. There we go, first yellow tire, so we will need to pit. Next lap by, I would say. The fuel is getting really low as well. Gotta be careful now, both front tires are yellow on the car indicator. Need to be gentle with the braking and the turning. This is kind of losing a bit of time to K-Mag. Maybe he was being kind to his tires, and that's why he was a bit slower, as we've just been overtaken by the other house, I think, actually. So Hulkenberg from 18th on the grid at the start, now in 13th place, and don't know whether to pit now or just go for another lap. Obviously I am slower, but I might be able to go further afterwards in the race. So let's just go one more lap. When I think we had an Audi on fire now. Pretty much the same spot that we had the Aston Martin, I believe, at the start of the race. But Show was seemed to have some issues earlier on. When we were able to get past him and our teammate. So maybe it's him, maybe that issue flared up again. Oh, well, that wasn't very nice. This is an Alpine, and I would bet that this is Mr. Ocon. Now, we'll soon find out. No damage done though, so that's the main thing. just not very friendly, that's all. And no, actually, this is Gasly. And our tires now are critical. When they turn red like this, you really have no grip, and hopefully this will not send us flying. The next stage for those tires is for them to turn black, which is pretty much like a puncture, and then you cannot drive faster than 60 miles per hour. So we do need to go to the pits. Nice to see that the rear tires are still in good shape though. So let's put maybe 50 liters, no more, let's go 65, and hard tires. Okay. Hopefully 65 liters is enough for us to finish the race. And there we go. Down to 17th. Not great. 18th, we lost that place. We've got to fight, but stay sensible still. We've got a car heavy with fuel now and fresh tires. At least we got our brakes back to their best. Let's try not to cut the track too much, otherwise we could get a black flag as well. Bottas in front, so yeah, I believe Joe retired. Interesting to see that those pit stops have put us back all together, bunched us up again. This is really cool. Ricardo up ahead in the Porsche. Is it a Haas in front of him? That could be Magnussen or Hulkenberg. Maybe still going with their own unique strategy. So we've got Mick Schumacher ahead. That was the Williams who went past. So this is Ricardo. Ricardo and Schumacher are in a battle of their own, as Bottas went back in front of us. That was quite a clever move, this, as we're pulling into the battle ahead. We're losing a bit of time, and other cars take advantage to get past us. So this is an Aston Martin. He should be faster than everybody, potentially lapping us, I'm not quite sure. Okay, Valtteri. Oh, terrible. This is very bad for us. We're back on track, but we lost a lot of time. I would really like to catch back to that group, because that was our chance to maybe put our car higher up on the midfield, as we saw Porsche on fire here. Maybe Ricardo, who was having some troubles up ahead just a few minutes ago and causing that traffic jam that ended up being, you know, the cause for our demise here. Let's try and catch up to Valtteri then. Another yellow flag. It's all kicking off at this stage. 7 seconds ahead. Whoa, that was pretty strong. I'm just very glad that we have no damage. That could have been the end of our race. I knew I had to watch out for that wall, but right now I'm more into the race than the actual driving. If that makes any sense. And I need to remember that I also need to watch out for everything that I've learned about this track and stay calm, not get too excited with all that great racing, just still focus on the driving. Definitely lost some time on Bottas here, as a group of car is catching up with me. I'm pretty sure I saw some red there, so is that some Ferraris ready to lap us, or is it simply them trying to overtake us after their pit stop, be then falling back down the order? Unfortunately there's no blue flags in this game, and this is a bit of a shame because it makes it hard to know what's going on. But I suppose that's also what makes this race a bit intense and interesting, and I guess it does put you in the shoes of the drivers, sometimes trying to figure out where they are on track and who they are racing, and trying to understand what's going on. Obviously it's more true of the old ways of racing. Nowadays with all the radio comms and all that, you have so much information, but obviously the earlier days of racing were a bit more like this, and I do like to have to try and figure things out for myself as well. So we've put some distance with the cars behind us. They could have been the front runners coming up to their pit windows, might have pitted. We still have some red here. So I believe we had Carlos Sainz on the first position for the race, and Charles Leclerc was third, so it could be one of them coming to lap us. If they come close enough, obviously I will let them by. More in favor of Ferrari winning. Catching up to someone, this is good to see as well. Since it is a slightly yellowish car, I assume this could be Bottas. Yes, just 1 second ahead, so we've done a good job here. Just curious to see who's the car behind the Ferrari. I believe Bottas and I are on different fuel strategies yet again, as I think this will be a two-stop race. But who knows, apparently just 8 laps to go. This has flown by really, and I have no idea what we'll have to do strategy-wise, how long the tires will last, whether we'll have enough fuel. This is all a bit of a guessing game, like again, the good old days of racing, where you didn't have enough information to actually really know what to do, and you had to gamble a bit, and I think I really loved that era of racing. Less computerized, Now in 16th place then, coming up to Porsche, this would be Sonoda potentially? No, it's Ricardo, so the Porsche that we saw on fire must have been Tsunoda then. Ricardo not doing so bad. The Ferrari is really close. Letting them through now. The car behind him not so lucky. They had a bit of an incident. They were trying to go through. This is a Red Bull. This would be Max Verstappen. He won't be happy with me. Going really deep in that corner. Letting him through. There you go. So probably this could be Carlos versus Max. Come on guys. They are now stuck behind Ricardo, I believe. This is not good for me. Max is still with the Ferrari here. They're getting closer, but they're still stuck behind traffic, and I will maybe have the opportunity to unlap myself. I can't stay with those guys and, you know, lose time. If they can't get past traffic, I will have to give it a shot myself. There we go, back ahead of Max. Would surely be faster than me in a straight line. Now in 15th place. Oh no!
Wrong direction.
And this hasn't happened to me yet, so I did say that I would end up losing it in a different spot of the track during qualifying time. I did say this would happen, and I just demonstrated it, and that was after 23 laps. I found a new way to lose it. But to be honest, this is what happens when you're following a group of car. When you're part of a group of car, you end up having to open new lines, try new lines, find new ways of, you know, getting past, and this is where, you know, it opens up the door to mistakes, and you go and pass up the tracks that you don't really know that well, that you're not used to, and this is where, you know, things like that happen. So I'm not so surprised, just a bit disappointed here. Okay, so we've got somebody behind us. Oh, this is a McLaren. They're not really happy. If they want to get through, they can. But I'd like not to waste time. They have a faster top speed. We're going to try and stay with him, and hopefully it will take us back to our little group ahead. So apparently we have Ferrari, then Red Bull, followed by McLaren. So this is an interesting start to the season. Five laps left. now in 14th position. Don't know if it's because someone was in the pits or somebody else had a DNF, and the McLaren after all that is pitting. I believe this would be their second pit stop and has to be. So different strategies here at play. Let's see who's had the best calls. And Gasly is the next car ahead. We had a bit of an incident with Gasly where he hit the back of our car, so we'll have to watch out. Apparently it's elbows out for Gasly on this first race of the year. We've been caught in quite a few incidents. So the race debrief will be interesting. The brakes are starting to fade. Yellow on the damage indicator. 4 laps left. Will the tires last? That's the question. 13 seconds behind Gasly. Still in 14th place. Finding ourselves in a bit of clean air here. Gotta say, this is quite nice after all the intensity of the battles we've been facing. We've gained a fair amount of time on Gasly here. Try not to clip the grass or do anything of that sort. Getting fairly close to that wall again. Try not to block those tires like this if I want the tires to last. We're now 2 laps away from the end of this race. And there's a yellow flag up ahead. This could change things for us. Back to green and back to yellow straight away. But back to green. Someone is having some sort of issue somewhere as our rear tire is giving up. This is not good. Both rear tires giving up on us. Brace yourself. 2 laps to go. Really don't want to pit. We have enough fuel to keep going. But if all our tires turn yellow, this will be impossible to maintain. A few too many trips onto the grass, and maybe blocking the wheels once or twice has brought this onto us. There we go, all tires are suddenly yellow. with 2 laps. I never really know if this is 2 laps or 1 lap, because we will complete this lap and that will be 29 laps, but they want the 29th lap completed, I believe. This could be very sketchy. We will try and push it though. Let's try and be gentle with those tires. Braking way early. We will not catch 13th place. There's no one behind us at the moment, so there's no reason to take any risks. Still the same sort of gap with the car ahead, 10 odd seconds. th place, just 1 place ahead to where we qualified, so good to take, but overall, you know, thinking about this race, this hasn't been the best race that it could have been. We could potentially have ended up in the points here. I'm not quite sure actually where the point starts on this game, if it's just the first 6 cars. Would have been, I mean, it would be nice if the first 10 cars would get points, but I honestly don't know. Feels like everyone should get points, like in NASCAR. At least you feel you've done something, you've achieved something, right? Completing the race deserves, you know, some kind of, you know, getting some kind of reward. Especially back in the day where there was a lot more issues, reliability issues, and so when you finished it felt like an achievement. And Gasly is now pulling away. He must be better off with his tires. I'm really trying to be kind to them here, as I know that as soon as it turns red we will be in big trouble. There we go. Hard to turn as well now with those tires, but this is the last corner and we finish the first Grand Prix of the season, F1 Fictional 2024. We'll have a proper look at the results and a race analysis in the next episode. This is Shift in Life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.